Hi, it's Chris. Today's workout is a cardio HIIT workout. You will definitely sweat and get your heart rate up in this workout. We're going to be doing 16 moves for 30 seconds each with a 15-second break in between. Then we're going to repeat that cycle for a total of 24 minutes of challenging cardio. You won't need any equipment for this workout, just yourself, some space, a good pair of sneakers, and make sure you drink lots of water. Take drink breaks whenever you need it. We're going to do a warm-up with 15 seconds of each of the moves. We're just going to do them lower intensity just to get your body used to them and see what the moves are. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up and leave me any comments that you have, any feedback that you have for me. And consider subscribing to my channel if you have not done so already. So enjoy your workout, and I hope you get a good sweat. Our first move in the warm-up is a split squat jump, which is basically, when it's done low impact, is just a backwards lunge. Our next move is going to be a slap back jack, which is basically a regular jumping jack, but we're reaching our hands behind and clapping them, so it's just a little bit more range of motion with our arms. Next we have our plank walk downs. We're going to walk down, jump our legs out, walk back up, jack our legs out. Jack, walk up, and jack. Next we have a sprinter hop. So we're going to put one leg in front and we're going to kick or bring our knee up and really drive that knee forward. Now to do this higher impact, we're going to add a hop to it and then switch to the other side. Next we're going to do a burpee, and we're going to stay low and punch, punch. Burpee, you can add a push-up or not. Punch, punch. Next we're going to do a ski jump side to side. So we're going to jump side to side. If you want to do this low impact, you can step side to side. To do it higher impact in the workout, we're going to touch down to the ground. Next we're going to do mountain climbers. And we're going to take our legs out a little wider. So instead of bringing our legs to the middle of our arms, they're going to the outside. You're doing them pretty slow right now, but when we do the workout, you're going to go as fast as you can. Next, we're going to do speed jacks. So just jack it out as fast as you can. The next move we're going to do is a burpee with a tuck jump. In the warm-up, we're not going to do a tuck jump. You can just kind of do a tiny little hop just to get your muscles warmed up. Next move is going to be a high knee run. So we're just going to run it out with our knees as high as we can. For the warm-up, we're just going to march it out. Next, we're going to do a stay low jack. So we're going to keep our legs bent. You can do this low impact if you want for the warm-up, but we're just going to keep our legs bent in the squat position when we do our jumping jack. Next, we're going to jump forward and jump back. So basically like we're doing a long jump. Take a big jump forward and a big jump back. The next move we're going to do is a single leg deadlift hop. So we kick our leg behind, and then that same leg goes up, the same knee goes up, and then we do a hop. So kick it out and hop, kick it out and hop, and we're going to switch legs. This is similar to the sprinter hop that we did at the beginning, except we're kicking our leg back rather than tapping our leg back, which you always have that option for. Our last move of the warm-up is a burpee with a gorilla shuffle. So we're gonna do a burpee and then we're gonna do a shuffle from side to side while staying in the low position. All right, I hope you're nice and warm and ready for the workout. Our first move of the workout is that split squat jump. So you can keep it low impact and do a back lunge, or you can switch in the air, switch your legs. Do what you want with your arms. You can keep them down, or you can flap them up and down like I am doing. All these intervals are going to be 30 seconds long, and then we'll have a 15-second break in between. All right, take your 15-second break, and our next move is going to be that slap back jack. So it is a basic jumping jack where we slap our hands behind us. Now remember, when you do a jumping jack, that you want your knees to bend slightly when you land. You want to track your knees over your toes. You don't want your knees to be caving inward. So be conscious of that and kind of look down at your knees when you're doing your jacks. And feel free to go as fast or as slow as you want when you're doing these. Take a 15-second break, and our next move is going to be a plank walk down, and then we're going to jack our legs, come back up, and do a regular jumping jack. So we walk our hands out, do a jack, walk our hands up, do a jack. Take your 15-second break, and our next move is going to be the sprinter hop. So we're going to tap one leg down behind us, and then that other knee is going to come up, and we're going to do a hop. Now you don't have to do the hop if you don't want to, and you don't have to touch down. So you can make it a little easier, or you can challenge yourself. Take a 15-second break and be prepared to do the other side. Our next move is a burpee, and we're gonna stay low and do 2 punches. If you don't wanna stay low, you can come up and do the punches. That's totally up to you. And you can add your push-up or not when you're doing your burpee. "15-second break, and our next move is going to be a ski jump side to side. So you can do this low impact where you just step side to side, or you can do a hop side to side, and touch down. I am choosing to touch down, but if you don't want to touch down, it does make it a little bit easier. Take a 15-second break, and our next move is going to be the mountain climbers with our knees to our elbows. So it's just like a regular mountain climber, except our knees are coming to the outside of our elbows as opposed to in between. I find this a little bit harder than regular mountain climbers, so if you do and you want to go to a regular mountain climber, feel free to do that. Take a 15-second break, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, and our next move is going to be speed jacks. So we're basically just going to do jumping jacks as fast as we possibly can. Take your water break, and then we're going to do a burpee with a tuck jump. So remember, with your burpee, you can do a push-up or not, and if you don't want to do that tuck jump, you don't have to. So you do your burpee with a push-up or not, and a tuck jump at the end or not. Your decision. Our next move is going to be a run with high knees. So you're just going to do a run in place, and you're going to try to go as fast as you can and get your knees up as high as they can go. I don't go super fast with these, but feel free to just go as fast as you would like and really swing those arms. Our next move is going to be a stay low jumping jack. So we're going to stay in that low jack position and just do our jumping jack legs in and out. You can choose to use your hands or not. And if this is too difficult, you can either do a low impact jack or a regular jack to modify. Take a 15-second drink break, and our next move is going to be a jump forward and jump back. So it's basically we're doing like a long jump. You can choose to touch down to the ground, or you don't have to. That is totally up to you. Our next move is that single leg deadlift hop. So one leg, we're gonna balance on one leg and the other leg is gonna come back behind us. We're gonna bring up that knee of the same leg that's behind us and do a hop. Now this is also a balance move, so don't feel bad if you stumble and tumble. Just catch your balance, and if you find that it's too difficult, just tap your leg back. That's perfectly fine to do. Take a 15-second break and be prepared to do that same thing on the other side. Take a 15-second drink break, and our next move is the last move of round one, and then we're gonna repeat everything. We're gonna do a burpee with a gorilla shuffle. So with our burpee, again, you can do your push-up or you don't have to. And then we're gonna stay low, shuffle side to side, and do another burpee. Now, if you find that staying low and shuffling is too difficult, you can just do like a hop, skip, jump with your legs a little straighter. That makes it a little easier. Take a 15-second drink break, and our next move is going to be the split squat jump. Low impact or high impact is totally up to you. Take your 15-second break, and our next move is going to be that slap back jack. Next, we're gonna do those plank walk downs and then jack our legs out and then walk our hands back up and do a jumping jack. Walk your hands out, jack your legs, walk your hands up and do a jack. Our next move is that sprinter hop. So we're going to stand on one leg, tap our other leg behind, and then bring our knee up with a big hop. Now, I am not touching down this round, but you can choose to either touch down to the ground or you don't have to. Take a 15-second break and then switch to the other side. Take your 15-second break, and then we're going to do our ski jumps from side to side. So remember, you can step it out if you want to, or you can jump it and you can touch down to the ground, or you do not have to. All right, take your 15-second break, and then we're gonna come back to mountain climbers with our knees to our elbows. So knees on the outside of our elbows. Take a 15-second break, and we're going to come back to speed jumping jacks. So we're going to do our jumping jacks as fast as we can. Low impact or high impact, doesn't matter. Take your 15-second break, and we're going to do our burpee tuck jump. And so remember, with your burpee, you can choose to do a push-up or not a push-up, and you can choose to do that tuck jump at the end, or you can choose not to. The intensity level is up to you. Our next move is going to be a run in place with high knees. So try to get your knees as high as you can. Really use those arms and try to go as fast as you can. Take your 15-second break, and we're going to do our stay low jacks. So we're going to do a jumping jack, but we're going to try to stay in that low jack position for the best that we can. We can use our hands or not, or you can keep them on your hips. That doesn't matter. Just try to stay low, and if you need to, just do a regular jumping jack. You can even do a low impact jack if you want to. Take your 15-second break, and we're going to do our jump forward and jump back. We're going to take our 15-second break, and we're going to do the single leg deadlift hops. So stand on one leg, the other leg goes behind you, and then that same knee goes up. You can choose to hop or not, and you can choose to tap that leg back on the ground instead of balance. That makes the balance portion of it a little easier. Take a 15-second break, and then we're going to go to the other side. All right, take your drink break, and we're going to do our last move, which is that burpee gorilla shuffle. So really try to make it good since this is your last move. Add that push up at the bottom, and really stay low and do that shuffle. Feel free to go faster than me. Speed has never been my thing. I'm usually a pretty slow person, but you can feel free to go as fast or as slow as you want to. But make these good because they're your last move of the day. You did it. Way to go. Awesome job. Make sure you get a lot of water to drink. Make sure you take some time to cool yourselves down, walk around, stretch your muscles, and drink lots of water throughout the day to replenish what you've lost. But I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you got a good cardio sweat going on. Matthew 22:37 through 39 says, Jesus says, the greatest commandment is that we love the Lord with all of our heart, all of our soul, and all of our mind. But he says the second most important commandment is that we love our neighbor as ourselves. We love ourselves. So that's the important part that I want you to get right now. What I want you to get out of it is that he wants us to love ourselves. He does not want us to beat ourselves up. He doesn't want us to bash ourselves or put ourselves down. He wants us to love ourselves so much that he thinks that's the second most important commandment. So I hope this day that you will do that. Give yourself some love and make sure that you work out because you love yourself and you want to take care of yourself, not because you are trying to put yourself down. So I hope this blesses you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and see you next time.